live. Shut up.
We can switch on the fly. Don't worry about it.
We're here.
Oh,
Reaching far across these new frontiers.
We have made it to episode 69.
Nice.
69. Nice.
69. That is a
Made
bad
it to
start.
episode 69. This episode it's gonna be horrible. We're talking about VRChat clubs because of course we are for episode 69. What else would we talk about on episode 69?
A lot.
We already talked about the dark side of VRChat, so yeah.
Yeah, this one is gonna be more of a what kind of clubs are out there, and have you been to any of them, and things like that, and people are going to learn today.
Hey kids,
Also,
have you
as I'm
joined
sure
Chess
some of our viewers
Club?
can see, there's tits.
Are some tits.
Meow. Tits, meow.
special.
Anyway,
Hey, I dress for the occasion, okay?
so
More like
welcome
undressed for the occasion.
to episode 69 of Beyond Pixels podcast.
Nice.
VRChat clubs is the topic for today, but also anything that is remotely related to 69. It's going to be brought up at some point, I'm sure, because this, funny number, yeah, funny numbered episode. Yay!
We love funny
Whether
numbers.
it's about
Also, stop
VR,
staring at my
the
feet,
sex.
chat.
Or the sex party.
Why did you bring the feet up?
Because I
What?
know they're looking at it.
Yeah, but not
I think
embedded
you have
in
a
the couch.
problem.
No, you have a problem.
No, you.
Anyway, so yeah, what
No,
kind
you.
of clubs are out there? We know there's like safe for work, like just chill clubs, like what you would,
Can I talk about one from back in the day that I first joined?
Sure, go
Um,
for it.
There was a DJ. I made friends with a. You probably know who I'm talking about. His name was Lumi, and
Yep.
he had like every single. I want to say it was either Thursday or no, it was Saturday, but he like ran like a 6-hour entire broadcast of just partying the fuck out of just. This world was packed to the brim. It was all full body dancers, and.
He slept before he did all this, right?
Yes, he did all of that,
Okay,
but at the
good.
same time, he also put together a set list, a custom set list every single week.
Some people don't sleep.
Yeah, I know. But
No
if this is a
sleep
6-hour
till boom boom.
turtle,
Brooklyn!
fucking audio jungle.
Anyway, yeah. So there's
Anyway.
like what are all the different types of clubs out there in VRChat? There's like the DJ clubs. There's
You guys all like, I think it's called Just Be out there.
there's gaming clubs. There's worlds that are just club
Food club.
worlds that are like adult style clubs.
Yeah.
I know there's some groups out there. I wouldn't really call them clubs, but there's groups out there that like do very specific things and whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
there's some very strange groups in VRChat that I have been forced to witness at different points in time.
You're advertising one right now.
Yep.
I am. Oh yeah, the Turtle Club. Yep, the Turtle Club
Yeah.
is just cool people. We're the best club ever.
Okay,
Well,
so
also
the
the
term
club-
I want to
club.
invite to that club.
Okay, so we need to
It's
start
not
off
related to
by
the podcast.
defining what the term club in VRChat means. Are we talking about like just music, or are
Anything.
we talking
Anything and everything.
Okay, anything and
Anything
everything,
and
all
everything
of the
that
time.
could be considered a club, which I guess is a group of people. We're not gonna do it based on group, because a group that is just a fucking group and doesn't do
You go
anything.
to a building, the building has a theme. I'd say that counts as a club.
Yeah. So like there's lap dance clubs. We all know that. There's very adult clubs. There's clubs that go past the just dancing part and go full on adult stuff. Yeah, fun times.
Vampy, any input?
So Vampy, you been to any clubs in VRChat?
Oh, we lost Foxy.
Not really. I mean, I have a
Oh.
friend who's actually like technically security for one, but they should be I think they're asleep right now, even though they shouldn't be.
I've been to. I actually was writing some software for clubs a while back, a few years back, before VRChat ever even thought of adding age verification.
Still surprised they
And
did.
now it's actually hilarious that VRChat has the age verification, and all the clubs are like, "No, I don't trust it."
The irony.
It's like, yeah, what? Why don't you trust it? Because it can be bypassed, and so can yours. So
Yeah.
your point?
You are literally asking me to send a picture of my ID to you, which is exactly what I'm doing for them.
Yeah, it's some funny stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, I used to go to a lot of dance clubs that, you know, lap dance clubs, because I was making software for them to help with age verifying, and like if someone was found to be lying about their age or something, they would get banned in a bunch of clubs all at once instead of each of the clubs having to work with each other to pass the information along, and it just get jumbled mess.
You were effectively developing a blacklist script.
Sort of, yeah. Both a blacklist and a whitelist at the same time, but
What about a gray list?
purple list.
God.
Green.
We're just gonna go through the rainbow at this point.
Green
a
is
blue
best
list.
color.
Yes.
It's a blue list.
Green is the best color.
Blue balls. Best color for balls.
Wait.
They're such big balls.
Twitch, I'm so sorry.
We're just talking about basketballs,
You said-
footballs.
You said balls, and I immediately
balls.
thought of ACDC. I was like, dirty big balls.
I didn't say anything.
And they've got big
It's just
balls.
a ball.
Big balls.
I've got the biggest balls
Balls
of them all.
them all.
This
I got
episode is
drunk
just
enough
going
for
all
this
over the
In the
place.
game, Twitch. In
I
the game.
lo-
Turtle,
Honestly-
what do you expect for episode 69? You fucking
Yeah.
don't have the polls. Where the fuck are the polls you promised?
He sadly did not
I
have
was
time.
busy with work all week. I did not
Yeah, he
have
didn't
time
have
to
time.
do anything.
God
Yeah, he
damn
didn't
it.
have time to install them.
You promised it for months.
Be
I-
the poll.
I said I would try to. I didn't
I
have
don't have
time.
that avatar.
Damn it.
Otherwise, I would. Fucking, if I
Yeah, I
had
was
the
gonna
avatar, I
put
fucking would.
some polls in here and let the desktop people dance on polls all the whole episode,
Yeah,
which
me
would have
and
been
Sir
hilarious.
Jay fucking dancing on a
But-
pole right now, but no.
It wasn't able to make that happen. So here we are.
Shame.
So yeah, there's also this is the weirdest type of club I have ever witnessed in VRChat. Nudist.
What?
Okay.
That's a thing, apparently.
Well, I mean,
Nudist clubs in
Wait, hang
VRChat.
on. Wait, you
Yeah.
didn't know about that?
What?
I did
Yeah,
not
I was gonna
until
say.
much
I
more
didn't.
recent. And someone invited me to the group,
Y'all
and I
call
was just
me
like, you know what?
sheltered.
They're telling me that I'm required to partake if I go into the instance. Not happening. I'm gonna keep my clothes on, so I'm just not gonna go there.
Yeah, no, if it's a
You're missing out.
requirement, that's a different story.
So funny.
Turtle, I was
Because things
fortunate-
like that, all it takes is one person taking a picture or a video in that world, and everyone gets banned.
Okay, so Turtle, I have a question for you because this is kind of a contradiction. I don't even know how to say this, but I went to California on vacation to
circuitry,
see
the
family.
two-piece stays on.
Yes, it will stay on. I promise. I know it looks like I'm only wearing one piece, but
What is that name?
Oh boy.
What?
I went to
Someone just
California.
followed.
What was that name?
What was the follow? Wait, what was the follow?
I have a feeling
missed
they're
it.
about to message in just a second.
What?
You'll see.
I hope they do, because that is one hell of a name
I
for
hope
this
they type in
episode,
chat.
especially. Jesus.
Also, Total, can I
But,
just say
yeah.
I'm very disappointed this episode title is not just called Nice.
I was thinking of doing that, but
Should have been nice, cool.
I kind of want it to be descriptive of what we're talking about, too.
Fine. You add
No,
in
so-
parentheses then for the YouTube title.
No, so
There you
when I
go.
was,
They talk.
Oh. Let's
There you
go. Let's go.
Okay. What?
Well, clearly you can read the name, Vampy.
yeah, we can
I
read.
got
We
two
can. I can.
screens for a goddamn reason.
I have two screens as
Anyway.
well. But what I was
See,
saying
I-
was, I
go ahead.
I went on vacation as a kid. I was 14 years old at the time. We went to California to visit relatives, and my uncle said, "Hey, have you ever seen a nudist beach?" I'm like, "What is a nudist beach?" I'm 14 years old. I don't know what nudist means. That's the first time I've ever heard that word.
Oh,
And he said, "Come on, I'm just gonna let you take a peek." And he takes me to the edge of a nudist beach and says, "Look over the fence." He holds me up, and I take a peek, and yeah.
So you just told us about your uncle
I
breaking
have
the law.
questions. Yeah.
He's dead.
I have so many.
Well, okay. Then, yeah, you can say all you want about him, I guess.
You can't prosecute
Wow.
what's already gone.
Yeah.
California PD, raid his grave.
But I will say, this, again, this is back in 2001. I don't know what the,
Oh yeah, the statute. of
yeah, the
limitations is
statute
gone.
of limitations is in
Because it's like
California.
10 years,
For
it's like
arrest this
everything
man.
is gone.
Yeah.
I have no clue, but that's
What are they gonna do?
That's
Dig him up
some
and
wild
put
stuff.
handcuffs on him?
Yes.
He's buried in Missouri.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Yes.
so.
Considering the way that
So-
this country works sometimes. Yeah.
Since we're talking about that, one of the big things, like VRChat clubs and things versus IRL clubs and like the comparable things, right? So VRChat, you have basically adult clubs. I'm just gonna call it that, with
Yeah.
dancers on poles and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, that type of club. You have
For
those
the
directly.
record, adult clubs
in
could
real
be
life.
like, it could go in any fucking direction. So
That's
what he's
true.
saying is correct.
Well, yeah, because most dancers actually prefer to keep their clothes on.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
called go-go if you're
Yeah,
IRL
I
at,
forgot
at a
the
place.
term.
That's called
You're
a
a
go-go
go-go.
dancer. Don't ask why I know that. I have stories.
No, we're gonna
I
ask
have
about
stories.
that.
I know that.
You know what?
Here.
I'm gonna let Vampy probe. I'm not touching.
got
Yes,
drugged.
Turtle?
I got drugged in Indianapolis at one of those places.
Okay, now
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
probe. I want to know. Okay, you got
Yeah.
roofied. You got roofied
I
in
don't
Indy.
know what drug was given to me, but I blacked out within like minutes of drinking my beer.
I think so. They should be fine.
Okay.
Typically, if Turtle's saying it, I trust his judgment. If not, it's
Okay.
on my channel.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Turtle gets
So yeah, that's one thing that's happened to me.
Yeah.
I don't have proof that it actually happened, but I'm pretty freaking sure it happened.
Was it after 29? Was it after TwitchCon 2019? Like
Oh yeah,
how
years
far,
after
how
that.
far back? Oh, so it was like 2022.
Okay, so this
I
didn't
think it was
happen when we met.
2020, 2021, something like that.
Oh, okay. It had to be
Yeah,
post-pandemic.
No, it was like right at the end of it, I think, or during it, or something. I don't
Around the
remember.
time
I
where
was
public
driving
spaces
truck.
were allowed to be opened back up.
It was
Oh,
when I
yeah.
was driving truck. So
Okay.
anyway, so those clubs are pretty similar with how they work, IRL versus in VR. I think.
No.
Which
I don't really remember much of that night IRL, so I don't know.
Well, to be
But
fair, you were
based on-
roofied. The point of being
Based
roofied
on
is to
me-
forget everything.
Based on me DJing for an event like that IRL recently, and how that went, I would say yeah, the IRL dancers and VRChat dancers in those clubs are pretty comparable.
I really am
Pretty
sick. I thought I
comparable.
heard you say the IRS dancers.
The IRS has
I'm not gonna
dancers
blame
now.
you. I
Man,
thought it was
okay, hang on. If the IRS sent dancers to collect taxes, I'm down. I am
Yeah, I'd be
100%
for
down.
that.
Let's
Fuck
go.
yeah.
I will
My strap's
support
open,
taxes
bitch.
for
Put
that.
your money
The
in
IRS
there
says I'm
right
not
now.
paying
Pay your taxes.
unless they know how to shake it.
They shake it for
Exactly.
the taxes. Oh my fucking god.
Put the taxes in the lap strap right
Throw in
now.
Throw in your dollar bills. Just take my money, IRS.
Always
Thanks.
have your taxes in ones.
You know what? That being said, just to piss them off, what I'd do is I'd just show up with a roll of quarters and just throw it at them.
Why not pennies?
It's like, here's your fucking taxes, bitch. Pick them up.
That's called assault. I think I know what's going on. You might be. If you need to, head over to the button panel and just turn the chairs off.
Okay. That's probably
Or
a good
double
idea.
tap your right stick down, and the thing will come right to you.
Wrong one.
Well,
Wrong button.
Left side, not the door.
Left side, red
left
panel.
side.
The other left.
What?
Shut the fuck up. Ignore him. He's
Interact.
fucking with
Okay.
you.
Is the other
You were-
like
you were
me?
on the right track.
Double tap your right stick down, and it'll just come to you.
Also,
That too.
because I'm watching this on stream, I need to clarify,
Can you
yes,
stop
I am
watching
wearing
in front of the
bottoms,
camera?
okay?
I don't know.
All right,
Yes,
I
he is
do
wearing
have
pants.
bottoms on.
They were
All right,
continuing
Twitch.
on. They were expecting to dance on a pole.
I was going to
We were-
join him,
we were
but my
denied
computer
our
told me to fuck
chances.
off. So
I'm just making sure Twitch does not ban.
Anyway,
Because it looks like I'm not wearing any bottoms.
why do you even have to bring it up? Bringing it up is the stupidest thing.
Well,
Because
if
Twitch.
you look at the stream, you'll notice it looks like they only have a top on.
You can't
does.
see
I don't know where
anything.
it is.
So why bring it
your
up?
controller turned off.
And
Take your
safety
I don't know
reasons,
where-
goddammit.
No, I don't know where
They
the
stood up
button
and
is.
showed.
Bringing attention
Oh,
to it,
hide the panel.
to anything like that. Never
The
mind.
the buttons for the chair.
Do you want me to get naked then? Huh? I'll go.
Okay.
I'll get into an avatar and get
Down your right
naked.
stick
Let's
twice.
go.
It'll pull up a menu.
Don't do that stupid shit. What the
If it's
fuck?
red, it means the chairs are off, and then the hide button's on the top.
Also,
left corner.
Jerry, what club do you own? I assume you're a club owner?
No, I'm not a club owner.
No, he's just been to a few.
Oh, you've been to a
Yes.
few.
Yeah, I've been to a
Funny
few.
how the
Yeah.
What's like-
one time I
What's the
decided
best
to
one you've been to?
make
I'd like to know.
podcast, I have nothing.
I would
For
say
Nothing. Nothing.
Because I really don't go to clubs anymore on VRChat. I stopped going years
I
ago.
don't ever go to
That's fair.
I don't really go to them anymore either.
Well, because it took-
especially when they all decided that they're collectively not going to accept VRChat's age verification. I was just like, nope, I'm
Which
done
is
with these
stupid.
clubs. If they're not going to trust a very trustworthy company, because it's not VRChat doing the verification, it's Persona, and it's got a very, very well proven track record with other games.
Even if they don't, it's still more trustworthy than some dipshit at a computer screen.
Yeah,
Well, no,
You
for
know who
me,
you are.
like, well,
and,
no,
and
for
there's
me,
legal protection. If
for me,
if you give them your data, there is legal protection from them doing bad things with your data. If you just give a picture of your ID to someone on the internet, you have no legal protection against them sharing your information with other people at that point.
yeah, there's no privacy policy at all
Yeah.
in any capacity. Most of these clubs don't have a privacy policy. But that
And even if
wasn't
they do,
where-
there's still no legal.
yeah,
there's no
you
legal
can't sue
protection
them.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but have fun figuring out who the fuck they actually are and filing that paperwork.
Well, yeah,
That's
that's
what
gonna
What
take.
clubs have you been to?
I've been to Just Be Club a few times.
Well, that's just a world.
In the past, but like recently I've been to it once and it was more tamer, but in the past it was crazy.
Probably
Yeah,
because of the age
that's just the,
verification, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's just the instance or the world.
Yeah. But no
I think it
groups to
just
speak
depends
of?
on the night that you go. Like,
I'm in a few groups of clubs. I don't know if you ever heard of them. It's the Secret Society. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
the secret.
Well, it
Society.
sounds like
Doesn't
it's
ring a
supposed to be
bell.
a secret.
Yeah,
so
it
why are
sounds
you
like the
telling us?
skulls.
Yeah,
No.
fucking Fight Club, dude.
It's like, here's your Ferrari, here's your penthouse, here's your mansion.
You tell anyone
Yeah.
where you got these, we will kill you with them.
With them.
I got them with
Yes.
Monopoly money, so
I don't know what killed. really what killed the clubbing scene for me, at least over the last several years, was it went from like people dancing to just people like acting like congregating like in circles and just drinking, rather than just
Which in
enjoying the
itself
music and
isn't a
having a
bad
good
thing, but there are
time.
plenty of worlds for that.
Yeah,
But it's just like
robotics club.
for the most part, even IRL like bars and events and DJs and things, for the most part, it's the same sort of thing. So
I know,
why
but
do
the
you
dance-
expect it to be different in VR chat than IRL? That's the big question there.
I would say that, you know, the dance floor was full of circles of people just drinking and talking to each other while enjoying the music, instead of
and the
people
same thing
actually
happens IRL.
dancing.
No,
The same exact thing happens IRL.
I don't know. Whenever I see like,
It's
just their model.
I guess when I imagine like a
so we can
DJ
do it
playing,
again.
I'm thinking of Tomorrowland or
it's-
something like that.
Yeah, unless it's like a huge DJ that everyone knows or a massive event, then yes, you get people just dancing more than anything.
But you don't get
But-
that on VR chat very often.
No, because VR chat, the DJs in VR chat aren't big DJs that you go to for them and them alone. You're going to them because hey, there's good music playing and people to hang out with.
I've known I know
So you're
a
not
few
going
DJs
to those
who are
events.
cool just to hang out
Yeah.
with.
Yeah,
now you
exactly.
know another.
But you don't go
Yeah.
to the DJs. You
Oh,
don't go
that's
to the
cool.
DJ events for the
Who's the
DJ
DJ?
itself. You go to the DJ events in VR chat for the music and the company to hang out with and drink.
Who's
So,
the DJ?
I don't know why you would expect it to be only people dancing and not socializing.
Well,
That's
I guess
really weird.
the reason I bring that up is because you know, like I say, back in the day, I talked about Lumi, but I guess if we're talking recently, I saw another DJ by the name of tell me if you know this guy, Arl Umbra. I've been listening to his stuff. You know, he performs in worlds. You know, like I'm pretty sure it's like VR Underground is one of the clubs I used to go to. For the longest time, I stopped going because there would be like 80 to 100 people in that world at once, and it would kill my PC. Like my frames drop to 1 real fucking fast. Unless you have like anything above a 2080, you cannot go in that world. I have a 1050 Ti still, so. But I used to listen to this music. I actually got to meet the guy, and he said one of the most disappointing things is that people, you know, I write this is my own music that I'm trying to share with people on top of the music that they already know, you know. So it's really, I would say, for lack of a better word, and I'm not meaning any disrespect at all, it seems disgraceful whenever you ignore the music that is going on. Because a part of that music is written by the DJ.
And I think that is far different. To me, that it's much different. If people are hanging out and drinking and enjoying the music, they don't have to be staring at the DJ and focusing on the DJ. Just socializing with other people and drinking and staying there for hours. That should be enough to know that they appreciate the DJ and the music he's playing.
I don't know. As somebody who's been a musician for 20 years and I've marketed my music
You
for
want
5
the
of them,
attention. You want attention.
you want
and
to
that's
sell.
not
You
what
want to sell your music. That's what you want to do. I mean, as a producer,
What
you're
saying
producing a
is
product.
you personally want the attention more so than people to actually enjoy it. You want the people to tell you enjoy it and show that they enjoy it in ways that you understand. But I'm telling you that people enjoy it and like the shit and show it in different ways. And most of the time that is just hanging out, drinking, and
Do you have
talking
something
with
to say,
friends
Jerry?
while
ahead,
jamming
Jerry.
to the music in the background.
Go for it. You're up.
Okay. I kind of think it depends on the person, and if you want to promote the music, I think it would be also a good idea, you know, just to tell the people that, hey, this is something new I'm working on. I hope you enjoy it. No, and then it's up to the rest of the people, just to sit back and relax and hang out.
But like
Yeah.
for the big most part, like DJs in VRChat and even IRL, unless you're going to a big event that's like focused on the DJ and not we're at a bar or we're at a party and there happens to be a DJ. That type of shit, it is just the music is like there and it's not the focus.
Turtle, when are we going to get the
It's
coming out of my shell
socializing.
tour?
Coming out of my shell, and I've been doing just fine.
Yes, you better be doing fine.
Beer. I'm grabbing a beer.
Hell,
I'll
you know
drink
what?
that.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go get a beer.
I can't drink anything. I don't have any alcohol.
Okay,
Water.
you know what? I've got something
I'll
just
just
as like
drink
it.
with water.
It's called birch beer.
Hey, water is still
No,
drinking.
I'll drink water with you.
There you go.
But no,
No,
so
I'm
like
gonna get to my kitchen
DJ
right now. I'm
clubs,
strapped into everything.
No.
I would be willing to bet DJ clubs are the biggest clubs in VRChat. There's the like adult dancer clubs are usually like they pop up and then they disappear and then they pop up and they disappear. The DJ clubs like the VR Underground, they come and they stay. VR Underground's been around for like 4 years now, I think. I knew the creator of it. I can't remember his name right now. Before he started it, I think he actually showed me one of the like first worlds that he was working on for it. But yeah, so DJ clubs are definitely the biggest club type communities in VRChat.
Hello.
I would go to a lot more DJ events, but my computer explodes if there's more than 20 people in one world.
Wow.
I like how we've
That's how
gone
we're
through
not
an
good.
entire topic.
My
in 30 minutes and
computer
it's
has
gone
been
by.
struggling. Not my
We should've
GPU
just
or
had the
anything. It's
polls
mainly
and
been my
just started
CPU.
dancing. Fuck my tongue.
I think that's probably what's wrong with
So
my
when that
computer
fucking
too.
tongue, Vampy.
model, I will fucking get it
What?
and I will turn
What?
into it so circuitry can dance on
Well,
it.
hello, puppy. Yes, you are cute, baby. Putting your head on my shoulder. Oh my god.
Well, he mentioned that he had to drink.
Move my foot.
Aren't there
Oh no! I'll drink.
aren't there also like
water to that.
furry focused clubs in VRChat?
Three what?
I know there is. I know there's at least one furry focused club.
Yeah, there has to be. Let's be real. I'm sorry.
know there is.
but
I was invited
over
to it
half
once.
Of VRChat is furries, and I don't know why. It makes it weird.
Yeah. It's because VRChat, you can pay $100 for a furry avatar, whereas IRL, if you want to be a full-blown furry in full fursuit, you're going to be spending like $5,000.
I mean, I know one
Average is
person
about
who knows the
70K
answer to that, but
for
he's
most
So it-
busy.
So it's cheaper to be a furry in VRChat than it is to be a furry IRL.
It
Yes.
also depends on what type of
Agreed.
suit you want to get, because a species called Protogen has like the whole like mechanics and everything and CPUs and stuff in the face, and that's 10 times more expensive.
Okay, you know the most about furries out of all of us. Got it.
I do.
I mean,
Well, look at their
Consider.
avatar.
Fucking furry.
what was that? Mm-hmm.
I wonder why. Ugh. There's no furry in here. Why is my window so small?
If only
Let's see.
it's here.
Animal ears,
Dear
Yeah.
would tear this podcast to suck.
animal
Humans.
ears,
More
not
humans all
furry,
around.
not animal ears. I've got a fucking skeleton tail.
Unfortunately, he's at work anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
They
anyway.
have ears and a tail. I talked to them.
Anyway.
They probably know more about it.
There's also there's a bunch of groups. I don't know if you'd really consider them clubs, but there's groups that put on events weekly in different worlds for different things. I don't think they're clubs, but they are club adjacent.
I would say that.
Would you consider roleplay groups a club if you need to join a
I would-
Discord and you meet once a week?
To a
I would consider them club adjacent. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Club adjacent. groups that
Yeah,
get
we're talking
together
like
weekly
branching out.
or every other week or whatever for an event
What?
that's scheduled ahead
What?
of time.
Does that mean
I would
every
say those are
D&D
club
session
adjacent.
is a club?
Technically.
It,
Go lay down.
I would also say if it's open to the public and anyone can join,
Go lay down. Sorry, I'm
then
grabbing
it's
my
a club.
dog.
We have
If
the
it's
Turtle Club.
closed and yeah, the Turtle Club is
Boy.
open to anyone, but I don't put on events.
Go lay down.
So
Go.
it's not a club in VRChat
on
in the
me.
sense we're talking about today.
Bro, you could easily. The best tagline for that is, "Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?"
No.
Okay, that's way overused though.
But it works so well.
It's way overused, and then it's overused. It's just overused. Anytime
Give me
someone
a
sees it,
picture of
it's
that in your
no,
entryway.
Coming out of my shell isn't.
no, that's not. Coming out of my shell is gold. It's comedy.
Here's a question for you. Are me and you cousins? Because I'm a frog and you're a turtle.
Oh God.
I have
Oh
a
my
picture of
God.
a turtle riding a frog.
Turtles are
I
just
mean, a
frogs
frog riding a
with gear
turtle.
on.
Wrong way around.
Yeah.
I have a picture of a
Wrong
frog
way
riding a
around.
turtle
Either
that I
way,
paid
it
my
sounds
friend
bad.
to draw.
Either way, it
I
sounds bad, bro.
mean,
This is also the same guy that raises turtles.
I have
6
two frogs
turtles.
in my house right
Do
now.
frogs have penises?
What the fuck? Why are you interested in the genitalia of frogs? Why are you interested?
Between those two, and I think that's a
Circuitry!
great thing.
Circuitry!
Yeah, it's
Everyone, quiet for a second. I gotta talk to circuitry for a second. We gotta get to the bottom of this.
Oh gosh.
Circuitry?
Drink.
Why are
He
you
wants the bottom
suddenly
bar, right?
interested in the genitalia of frogs?
Same reason you came up with hashtag turtling. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't come up with that.
You helped McCrackle with it. It counts.
McCrackle came up with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, the answer is no.
Somebody
Frogs do
take
not have
McCrackle.
penises.
Just McCrackle.
Some do.
Aren't they like fish?
What's
Don't
with
they
that?
just like go over the eggs, dump their sperm on it, and then
Some
leave?
frogs actually do.
Why are we
Yes,
talking
that's
about
exactly what they
mating
do.
frogs? What the fuck?
69!
And now this portion of
And you know
Beyond
the
Pixel
rule.
podcast is
Like
brought
that
to you
shit show
by
I'll
Animal
never
Planet.
forget.
Oh god.
Instead, they have a closed
a story,
single
Turtle.
opening that serves as both a vent for waste and a reproductive
You're right.
opening.
You know what?
I missed
One of
my
these days we
chance.
have to do a 3-hour
Yeah, so they just open
podcast
it
where
and
we
dump
just
it.
go out and look up random facts like this and just
Instead,
educate
We tried
everyone
that.
on
We
random
derailed
shit.
hard.
I'm sorry, I was
Why you
serious.
lying?
I am concerned for your sanity
Nice
if you just
straight line
randomly
and
become
then
curious
decide.
in animal genitalia because a guy named Jerry the Frog happens to have a pet frog.
What? I'm gonna be
It's like,
asking
"Ooh,
Jerry if he has
do
a
your
pecker.
frogs have genitals? Ooh, yeah, that's fucking weird. That is so weird.
If you want to know.
I'm
We
losing
still
sanity.
have like 25 minutes left to go.
The next 5 minutes is just gonna be people dying laughing over me being concerned that this motherfucker wants to know about frog genitalia.
I was just asking if they had a penis. That's it. And so I googled it.
Do
And it says
you
no.
have a penis?
Remember your fucking conversation opener. I don't
Hold
want
on, let me
to
check.
hear it.
Yep.
Like, his is an actual, like, curiosity question. You just want to know what makes people tick sexually.
Oh, that's
I
actually
just
yes.
answered. Some do and some don't.
What do you mean?
I can't. Can't.
Alright, while everyone's dying, I'm gonna go fix my kid's stuff. I'll be back.
Okay.
We're Hayabusa, everybody. Let's calm down.
Okay, so how do you guys feel about the adult clubs in VRChat? We're just gonna go on to that now.
You mean the
I've been to
Turtle
one.
Club?
I don't like it.
Eternally Club!
God.
I promise you, in the adult club, they all have penises.
Why must you bring up the genitals over and over?
Man is just addicted to genitals. What can I say?
Episode 69. Plus, fuck it, shit show, never forget.
This episode is so off the fucking wall.
Episode 69, where all you can see and think about is genitals.
I didn't expect this episode to get this fucking off the wall, but
Somebody brought me there.
It's episode
Right,
69.
and so-
You don't have the polls. You should have seen it coming.
To be fair, Turtle, I mean, this isn't the only one that's ever gotten off the rails. Let's be fair.
no, but this one's
Yeah.
gotten so far off the fucking wall with you talking about frog
Okay,
genitals.
if we're talking about...
That is the most off-topic topic we have ever had come up on this podcast.
To be fair, he brought it up once. You brought it up 3 times now.
Yes, because it's so far away from everything. Like, I'm trying to talk about how do we feel about the clubs in VRChat. I think they're cool. I think they're nice, and I think they're pretty fun.
But how could they be
How do you feel
better?
about the
But
adult
no,
ones?
we gotta talk about genitals.
Genitals. Isn't
Okay,
it a song about
okay.
genitals?
Just clip that right there. We gotta talk about
Yeah,
genitals.
clip that
We
out
gotta
of
talk about
context.
genitals.
We gotta talk about genitals.
Gentlemen have genitals.
What the fuck?
Ow.
I'm so glad I'm not squished between those two
from?
anymore.
Yeah, there's a reason I stopped sitting there.
Okay, Turtle.
gonna-
All right,
I'm gonna
adult
say-
clubs. Adult clubs. Let's get back on topic. I'll ask a question. How could they be better? What would you see? Like, what improvements could you make on clubs today?
I don't.
Well,
Let me
the
go ahead and
clubs
get
that
back on
are
topic.
Explicitly 18 plus, using the VRChat age verification and trusting but verifying. Like, yes, if someone has the age verification flag, ask them, "Hey, what year were you born?" And that's good enough.
Okay,
Well, some
how about
people-
behavior? I want to talk about behavior because I've seen assholes in these clubs. I've talked to a bunch of assholes in
I
these
have also
clubs.
seen those, but I think we're talking about different assholes.
The only difference is the smell, buddy.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
you can't just bring
you
up
like
genitalia
assholes,
and then
do you,
proceed to
Turtle,
bring
eh?
up assholes again.
Anyway, no, yeah, there's definitely some pretty stupid people when it comes to clubs. But there's also you're going to get that in any group of people, especially when you start bringing the adult side of things in there more. You're
Right.
going to get the bad side of things. It's going to be degeneracy. That's hands down. It's just going to be degenerate as fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, but there does have to be a level, like, you know, of not what is the word, chivalry. A level of chivalry that needs to be like inside, like, you know, like manage yourself. Don't drink too much. Don't be an asshole. You know,
You know, I
If you
was
get
known
too
in
drunk-
one.
if you get too
I
drunk,
was-
leave the club.
I was known in one dance club for passing out. They literally had a bingo card going around that club, and one of the things was Turtle passes out. They put that as the free space for a while.
Oh my god,
yeah,
really?
you always
You were
pass
on the
out.
bingo card.
Yes.
Well, think about it. It's Turtle. Almost
Because
everyone
I
knows him
kept-
and what he's like.
I was there, like, this one was starting at 10 p.m. and went until midnight, and I ended up just getting really tired and just passing out every time.
You just gave me an idea for the podcast.
Oh,
We actually need a bingo card for the podcast. So anytime that we go off topic, or anytime that Turtle flips his shit, or anytime I start arguing with Turtle, we can add all of those to the bingo card.
Okay,
Mr.
I
Beast-
have another
Mr. Beast
idea
be
that
like-
we could do for an episode. That would be really funny. I found this card game that is supposed to take like years to do. It's called Slip It In.
Slip it in?
It's, yeah, the card game is called Slip It In. Basically,
Is it on
you
Steam?
get
Oh.
no, it's a card game.
Oh, who's bending
Physical
over?
cards. Let me explain the game, and then you won't have any questions again. So all it is basically you draw 5 cards, or you give 5 cards to each person, whatever, and over the course of however long you decide to do it, and it can be months, years, whatever, you try to get these weird little snippets that are on each of your cards into a conversation, and the other people not catch that you said something that's like, what the fuck, that doesn't fit, that's on one of your cards, isn't it? So I feel like that would be something hilarious for us to do. Just get some random little things we each have to bring up during the podcast, or say during the podcast.
Then circuitry
Oh
steel
my
penis
God.
would make sense. Got it. I understand.
Wait, do you have this game already? Because I'm looking at
No,
it right now on Amazon. It's
I-
$20 bucks.
I don't have it, but we also don't have to get the actual game. The concept of the game is all we need.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah, it's
And-
just basically
and I
you
would
slip it
build-
in.
I would build a Discord bot
Slip
for it
in,
just to
like,
make it
fucking
simple,
someone.
so that I don't even know who's getting what.
Yeah, because if you start handing out cards, then you would.
Well, there's
know,
also other
and that would be a little
offshore
unfair.
games that I'm seeing, like Who Can Get It?
Yeah, but that one I saw and I was like, that sounds really funny. There's also a card game that I found recently. It wouldn't be fun for the podcast, but it would be a fun game in VRChat. It's The Mind. That's what it's called. Each
Mhm.
person draws X amount of cards that have just a number on them, and it goes from like 1 to 300 or some crap like that. I don't even know. Basically, you just get cards with random numbers. There's never 2 of the same number. It's always a single, and the whole point of the game is to play the cards in order from lowest to highest,
Without showing
missing
their
any.
cards.
Without missing any, without telling people, without hinting at what you have at all. So let's say I have like 1, 3, and 7, and someone else has, or I have like 1, 3, and 10, and someone else has like 5, 6, and 7.
So, like, this is all about being psychic. So what happens if
Yeah.
we actually fuck up?
If you fuck up, you lose. Everyone loses. It's a team game. It's a really cool game. We're gonna have to just talk about card games sometime for,
We're
for
gonna
an
Next
have to
week-
episode.
to our table.
Next week
card
we'll
games.
talk about
simulator
card
night.
games.
Card games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Pokemon, everything.
Uno.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh
We're
yeah,
gonna
I
relive
played my
childhood.
fair share of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Such a fun
Oh yeah,
game.
as a kid, fuck yeah.
I have a pack, like a giant fucking box filled with Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards somewhere.
I want to see. I want to see
Got a
if someone
question.
can find it.
I know exactly where
What's
my
up?
Magic the Gathering cards are.
Ooh, I really want to see that. I
Yeah.
want to see. I've never actually had
Jer-
physical Magic the Gathering cards. I've only played it online.
I hate Magic the Gathering, to be
They're
honest.
quite
I
good.
know that's very controversial to
Okay,
say,
we're
but
gonna keep
I
this
think
for,
it's a boring
for another
fucking
episode.
game.
We're gonna
Well,
keep
let's
card
keep it
games
for next episode. then we
for
can-
another
All right.
episode.
Instead,
Jerry,
it'll
you
be
had a
me and
question?
circuitry arguing.
Got off topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, make a joke that who wants to ruin their friendships with Uno?
Oh my fucking
Who knows?
god.
Hey, I'm down to play Uno.
I'm down to play
Oh,
Uno.
you are-
I have Uno
Oh,
downloaded.
yeah. You already win with
Are we
Uno.
not going back on topic? Are we
Fuck
going
you.
It's already working.
The Galaxy.
I don't have
Uno.
Uno
Yeah, I have one
installed
hand, by the
right
way.
now, but I probably could.
I have Uno installed. Here's the
Anyway,
thing.
okay.
The
We're
one I
done
want to play
talking
is
about card
Monopoly.
games. Oh my god, we're done talking about card games. We're going back on the topic of VRChat
guy.
clubs. Jesus fuck.
We have to
Hey! As a Christian, don't take the name of the Lord in vain. Chew.
Fuck off.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So VRChat clubs. The weirdest of the clubs. What is the weirdest type of club or club that you've seen?
Great part.
Furries.
I think it's the nudists for me.
Yeah,
No,
it'd be-
no, no,
I have
no.
to agree with some degree.
The black cat.
That's
That
not a
is
club. That's just a
cat.
world.
That's not a
They have-
club. I think the furry club is the worst one. When I say that, if you show up in an avatar that is not a furry, they will hound the fuck out of you and say
I've
furry,
never
not a
experienced
furry,
that.
not a furry, not a furry, not a furry. That
never
happened to
had
me in
that.
2019.
I've
Oh.
gone to
Okay.
furry
Back then,
clubs
yeah, I
and they
remember
they're just like, cool, you do you, you be you. It's fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
They're not.
In the same
Yeah, I know, but they
region.
still will sleep.
2019
Yeah, but-
furry clubs and now furry clubs have the huge.
It's like one of those
spiking
things where it's
difference.
just like if you're not a furry, they will follow you around until you change into
Yeah,
a
that-
furry.
I've never experienced that, and I've been around.
That was me
many
back in
groups.
2019. It was off stream.
Just as I've never
Yes.
experienced being forced into nude.
Yeah.
I've experienced that, but I left. I never
Yeah.
went back.
Stealth, let
Show
me
me
talk to your
strong man
wife and
that world or two.
let me verify that that's true.
Go right ahead.
Oh my god.
Poor man.
You've
This
never been
man
forced
is
into nude.
suffering so much
I've
trauma.
heard
So-
about
I'd be
the forced
alright.
being
I
into
just-
nude thing, but I've never
I-
seen forced into a furry.
Look, if you're talking
It's
about
always
between
been
us,
you
what
to
happens
you.
in the bedroom stays in the bedroom until she opens her mouth.
Oh God.
I just want to
What goes
talk
in it?
about what I wrote down for the notes
Yes.
today because this is kind of
So what
funny.
comes out you should be concerned about.
So this
Fair
is
enough.
something the viewers don't usually get to hear directly, but this is what I wrote down for episode 69, VRChat clubs. Point A, yeah, it's this episode. Point B, how do you feel about clubs, specifically lewd and safe for work? Point C, how does it differ from IRL? Point D, I don't know, man, this is gonna be a weird episode.
I mean, we
And so
talked
it
about
was.
frog penis. What else is gonna get going?
I can tell you how it
Amphibious
differs from
phallus.
IRL.
Do you know fish reproduce the same way as frogs? It's a little weird, except
Look,
that-
if
Why are we
talking
talking
full
about
stage.
fucking reproduction?
So it was written.
Because
You know
it's
what?
like-
Let's get
it's
into
just
golf
never
and
forget,
reproduction.
Turtle.
Let's go.
It's
No.
important.
Turtle,
No.
the name of the
We're
episode
done
is
talking about reproducing.
69.
Yes, then we are done talking about reproducing. Oh my god.
Oh, I know.
Turtle just
Really
wants to end
weird.
this
Let the
right
frog
now.
army grow.
You knew what you were in for. Oh, you said
No,
I
I
also-
did not expect you to decide that you want to talk about fucking frog genitals.
Fucking why?
I was curious if they had a penis. You're really going to actually attack me for actually looking up if frogs have a penis?
Yes,
I should,
you're
I should be
on
put
a
on a
list.
watch list.
You are on a fucking list for that.
Hey, you know what? At least I'm protected now by the government. Thank you,
Yeah,
Robert
nothing can
Kennedy.
happen
Thank
to
you,
us.
Pete Hegseth.
Hey. All I want to say is I've learned so much stuff about taking care of my frogs here. So,
Yeah, the place where they shit is the place where they actually inseminate.
maybe.
Frog.
Turtle's just having a midlife crisis.
I've got
with his
frogs
love.
in my cage right now.
Welcome to the days.
I do want to say though, you said one of the points you read on the list was IRL versus VR. I want to actually talk about that.
I mean, we've commented on it a little bit the whole episode, so go ahead.
I've had horrible. First off, I think all of us have been to clubs, IRL. We've had horrible
Nope.
fucking experiences.
Nope, I have not.
I have not.
I have not.
What fucking hole do you live in?
Yours.
I'll put
Pennsylvania.
it like this.
I
I've never
turned
done
18
anything.
like
I
Back.
haven't smoked.
3 months
I don't care
ago.
if you're. You
You
don't have to
to
smoke.
back,
You don't
I'm
have to
safe.
drink.
But
You
no,
don't
no,
have to
no,
do
no,
any of
no,
that.
no,
Do
no,
you
no,
go
no,
out and touch grass? Do you go out and actually meet women?
Asking
That's not
someone to
touching
go.
ass. That's different.
Yeah, that's...
Oh my god! Oh,
I
that
do
is
not actually
fucking
get outside
gold.
the house except for work. And
Take the
going
GR
to
out
family.
of grass, and you'll know exactly what I meant.
Then there you go.
Gas.
Unless he's touching
Yeah.
weed for some
Stealth.
So
I'm
yeah, I
loving
do
the
not get
idea
outside.
that touching ass is a thing. You need to get out of the house and touch some ass. I'm
reason.
loving that.
We need to make
I mean,
a T-shirt
I
for
don't have
that.
to leave the house for that anymore.
Beyond Pixels podcast. Go touch ass.
Yes.
I would
More
wear
of
it.
episode 69. Go
I
touch
will
ass.
wear that. I will wear
Can
that
we make
proudly.
that a club?
I can
Go
wear
touch
that to
ass.
work.
Yeah.
Any volunteers? Any volunteers? You want to do
Turtles
it?
Club. Go touch ass.
Turtle's just like,
I don't
done
Hey,
it.
I'd be an instant
okay.
member.
Okay, new club idea. Go touch grass without the GR.
There we go. We can do that.
Am I allowed to touch my own?
Can I touch yours?
No.
Can I
just
touch
have
yours?
time.
See, okay, hang on. You bringing that up, let me do this thing that I used to
Here we
do
go.
IRL. You ever want to touch a butt but there's no place to touch? You just touch your butt and you're like, that's a nice butt.
What the fuck are you just saying?
I said,
Something you
do
said.
you ever want to touch a butt, but there's no butts to touch, so you just touch your own butt, and you're like, that's a nice butt.
Yes.
Oh, now I remember you saying this shit.
I touched my
Yeah.
butt and it's almost gone.
Turtle.
I used to
have
say that
nice
IRL all the
ass.
time.
I'd say.
It's almost gone. It's almost gone.
Pics for proof.
Yeah.
Nice
Where
try.
does your ass go?
It goes away.
I'll just talk to your wife and get her to send me a picture.
You're gonna be
The only way I have an ass
Yes,
is if I sit on the
yes.
toilet.
We can get Stealth's wife to send us a picture of his
Even she doesn't have any pictures of my ass.
Just a disintegrating
She'll take
ass.
one. She will take one.
Not unless I tell her not to.
How much money? How much money you want?
You can't put a price on either cheek.
What about both of them?
Wait, that's actually
I just
another
messaged
My
her.
question is, do you like
I just
that?
messaged her.
That's a really
If I'm
good
not pricing
T-shirt
them
idea.
individually, you're not getting a bundle deal either.
Wait, whoa! Stop! That's a really good T-shirt idea. You can't put a price on either cheek, and just have two ass cheeks that are censored on the T-shirt.
I would never
We'll
be able to
sell
wear
the
that in
shit-
public.
Okay, anyway,
I would. I totally would.
We really need to start
I
a
think-
I'd wear that
fucking
at
product
school.
line.
Yeah,
I think we've
quickly.
come to the end of this episode.
We've come.
Ooh,
We've come.
Oh, we have.
Come, my lady, come,
Very
my lady,
much
give me a
like
bit of that
motherfucker.
sugar, baby. Anyway,
Anyway.
if we can have quiet in the peanut galleries here, that'd be great.
Wait.
Thank you all.
One last thing.
peanut butter.
What if I'm jelly? Not peanut.
Crack.
Okay, go ahead.
Cheers.
What the fuck?
He's cracking.
Thank you all.
Cracker.
I swear to fuck, me being unable to do an outro ever is really starting to get annoying.
It's par for the course, Turtle.
I'll be quiet.
Continue.
Thank you all for coming to episode 69. Just say nice. Say nice when I say that.
Oh, I get a pass? I get a pass? Hang on. Nice.
Nice cock.
Nice.
Oh my
Did
god.
I just hear nice cock there? What the fuck?
You did. Continue.
Anyway, thank you all for being
here.
here for episode 69
Nice.
of the Beyond
Nice
Pixels
talk.
podcast. I think next week we might be talking about card game and like some different card games that you may have never heard of,
Oh yeah.
similar
that
to the
sounds
ones
like
that
a
we
lot
were
of
just
fun.
talking about today.
Everything from Magic
we
to
might-
Yu-Gi-Oh to who knows.
We
Cards
might even
Against
try
Humanity?
doing a card game if I can manage to get it made. I will build something into a bot to output the text for all of us to
What's up, guys?
have
I'm
to
Mr.
try
Beast.
to
If you
say
guys
certain
wanna call
things.
game,
Okay, tell me as soon as that happens, Turtle.
That'd be sick,
Anyway.
though.
Um,
I'm down to play a card
you
game.
know, we're
Yeah.
here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on Twitch.tv/TurtleDude01. And you can find all previous episodes over on YouTube under the same name, TurtleDude01. There's even a, what's it called? A playlist with all 69 episodes. I think there might be one episode missing, and I don't remember why, but
60.
we don't worry about that.
68 because you don't release 69 until next week.
Well, for
Once this is on
context,
YouTube, it's episode
But that's
69.
just a theory.
Fuck.
okay, so
You're
for
right.
context, Turtle
Shut.
Dude uploads the previous week's episode on the Thursday when we film the new episode. So, if
Yep.
you're looking for that episode,
Yeah.
If for some
So,
reason you're not
anyway.
watching on Twitch.
you
think
can
we're
watch it
gonna
on
go ahead.
Twitch. Yeah.
Oh, is it
Go over to
Drone time?
that.
Drone time.
Vampy!
Vampy, can you not?
Can you like smack him with a
I
drone
can
or
keep
something?
going.
No,
I really
can-
want. I wish I had
Anyway.
hands.
I can do the same
Please
thing.
don't
Since
smack.
Vampy was doing that, we're gonna start over here with Stealth. Stealth, go ahead and say
Yeah,
Stealth.
great asshole.
as much as I
No,
can
that just
anyhow.
means
Y'all can
you're
find me at
saving the best for
Twitch.tv/Stealth
last.
the Fox. I've been on major hiatus for the past month or so. I'm still trying to get everything in gear. As soon as I do, y'all will know, and I'll see y'all then.
Do you have anything to shill?
I Jerry the Froggo on YouTube. Currently I do not have anything. I don't have anything ready yet because I don't have things. So, but I will.
You want
in
to curse
soon.
Halo footage?
Yeah, I don't have. I do and I don't, but things are in the way. So, yeah. If you want to check out more, you can look up Lane. You're welcome. So yeah.
Do you have anything to
Hello.
shill?
Yes. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Toby_Fresh47. I'm working on changing that name. I stream at night, late night. I do plan on streaming tonight at around 1 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll be playing Dead Space. So if you want to stop on by, yeah.
I'll tell you after.
Great game, by the way.
Do you have anything to shill, sir?
Make sure to drink water, and no, the water in your alcohol does not count. Also, do you play with one hand?
I like that.
Yes.
You can find me over on Rumble, and also I also stream
Consider his
on
group name
Kick.
for a second.
I dual stream between Kick and Rumble simultaneously, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I've had to take some time off because my poor kitty Mojo, he lost his right leg, but
Oh man,
he's healing properly. I'm very happy. He's actually walking around. I've been getting nothing but cuddles, so don't worry. He's perfectly fine. But you can find me back on Rumble. I can't give you a date as of right now when I will be coming back, but all my socials will be on my X account. Go to X, SYRKATRII, and you can find all of those actual posts there. Also, fuck TikTok.
You need
yes.
to
If you
do
see something
something
on TikTok,
about
type splice in
frog
their comments.
genitals.
I will, you know what? I'll tweet frog balls. I'll tweet frog balls
Okay.
right now.
Let's go.
And
Let's go.
Alright, so you can find me
I'm
at
paying attention.
twitch.tv/sir_bloodworth. I'm going to actually try starting to stream on Kick today. In like an hour or so, I will be streaming Forever Skies with Shade and possibly another person. That is also under Sir Bloodworth. And if you do want to find me on X, it is also, you can type in Sir Bloodworth and find me, or I think the at is, give me a second, I'm going to pull it up on my second screen. Because I am smart.
Merged in the but then just like one
Yeah,
hand
it is at
doing
Sir
the keys,
Bloodworth.
and then the
So,
other hand's just like
yes,
bam,
just
bam,
that one.
bam.
Enter
like
at your
slamming
own
on the mouse.
peril, because
I play with
do
an Xbox
follow
controller.
a lot of spicy things.
Oh, sometimes
Because
slam,
artists
slam,
are great.
and it's click, 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 click. Ah.
Anyways,
Yes.
I will be streaming
Okay.
up to an hour from now.
So does it look
Yeah.
like you're using a gear shift every time you like use your hand?
Okay. And that's it.
I guess kind of.
We're free.
If you look up my name on YouTube, you can see some of the streams I did already.
Works.
Yeah. I don't know if